Hi everyone, I'm Xander and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. I'm a poet, I'm a songsmith, and my videos are about one of the pieces that I've written, the inspiration behind it, what it sounds like, anything like nuts and bolts, or how it's the hows and the whys and the wherefores. The crafting of it will come after that. I'd like to pay my respects to the Wadawurrung people on whose lands I am broadcasting today, to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and to any other elders who might be present today and might be watching this. This is, was, and always will be Aboriginal land. Sovereignty was never ceded. This is stolen land. So the piece that I will be doing today, that I'm focusing on today, is a piece that came through on the 31st of March. It came through while I was on a tea break. I had just put the kettle on and I realized that I was about to write a song. I have paper and pens all the way through my house so that when inspiration hits, I can just go straight and get there. So this, let's see if we can get it up. This is it as it came through. You'll see there's a lot of crossing out on this one. It came through in bits. The first two verses were fairly clear. What I thought was the third verse wasn't the third verse, and ended up having two additional verses put in before I could go back to what I realized was the last verse. And then there was a couple of bits and pieces that needed their words rearranged in order for it to and be clear. I wrote it, recorded, and had it on my Instagram by the time my tea break finished. It came through really fast like that. Those of you who are really good with dates might know what the 31st of March is. Those of you who don't, I mean, it shouldn't take too much trouble to drop the date in a search engine and you'll find that it's the Trans Day of Visibility. I wasn't going to mark that day. I am a non-binary person, so I do generally honor the days, but I honor them personally, and I don't generally do things publicly with them. But that's just a me thing. I won't get into in this piece because it's not related to the piece directly. I just wanted to mention that that was what was happening in the background of that particular day. I wasn't going to acknowledge publicly because I was just honoring it privately. And the next thing I know, I have a song, and the song is an empowerment song. Because one of the reasons that I don't do things publicly on days of visibility is because when you have a target painted on you, you don't always like to pop up in people's sights. And it feels, when you're a non-binary person, in my personal perspective, it can feel very much like that you are some kind of target, that you do tend to get honed in on, even when you think you're just, under the radar. Certain aspects of you-ness will make other people react in a way that you don't expect. And so I've just learned to keep my head down. So I wasn't going to do anything publicly. I was just going to light a candle at the end of the day and honor the day and honor those who came before me at that particular point. But I wasn't going to do anything. And the next thing I know, I have this freaking song coming out, and coming out really fast and really strong. I mean, it may have looked like it was going to take some time from the way it was crossed out, but it actually came through very fast. The other thing that was hard about when it came through was the tune, because it kept going up in pitch and up and up and up, and my vocal range can only go so far, and I couldn't keep up with the song, and I was finding it hard to get some kind of a balance where the trajectory of the song was honored, but I could actually sing it. And it was an empowerment song, and I took that very much as things coming out saying, okay, this is a day of visibility, sunshine. This is the day where you can be you. You can speak as you can be you in every way, because you are strong. And I realized other people would probably need that message. And so I recorded it and put it on my Instagram pretty much straight away, which is where within the tea break, by the time I got back to my desk to continue on with my workday, it was that fast. It was within 15 minutes from start to finish. But that's the way things go for me sometimes. So I will try and sing it now. It is a complicated song for me to sing, like I said, because my range only goes so far. So here it goes, and then we can talk about the nuts and bolts of it. I am here, I am me in every way that I can be. I have wings, see me soar. I have voice, hear me roar. I will stand up, I will speak out. My truth is clear, no fear, no doubt. Here's my sword, here's my shield. I am strong, I will not yield. I am clothed in my finery, my light shines out. This is me. All right, so it's an empowerment song, and it's supposed to clothe the singer in what they need to be powerful, to be empowered. Because one thing that I notice as a non-binary person is it's really, really super easy to feel the opposite of that, to feel like you don't have a voice. You're constantly being told to shut up, constantly being told to tone down. You're constantly being told you're the problem. And I was actually doing that on the day. I was actually sitting there going, I'm meek, I'm mild, I'm just going to, stay in my little hole and not make a fuss on this day, Transgender Day of Visibility. And I'm just going to leave that to other people who are stronger than I am. And this particular song came up like, here's your sword, here's your shield. You have voice, you can use your voice, you do use your voice, you have a platform. And this is something that you can put on that platform. And this might help and empower others who need that sword and shield too. And remind them that they are strong, that they have wings and can soar, that they have their particular finery that they're clothed in, that they have a light that shines out by being themselves, and that it is fine to be ourselves. The rhythm of the song was fairly, it reminded me of a ruler being slapped down on a desk. Dum, 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 that kind of reinforcing a message that a teacher might do, but also that kind of thing that just gets you more and more like, because the sound and the intensity of it just makes you want to, stand up and do whatever you push back against things. And that is kind of, it's all very well to be visible, but you need to be visible with strength and with power. Otherwise you're just a target, and we're targeted enough. We don't need to be targeted anymore. And so the rhythm of the song is trying to enshrine that kind of armor, the shield, the sword being your voice, the sword being your actions, sword being living your truth, a shield being things like, well, okay, I have these particular shields that I can use, and they might be things like the way that I appear, the way that I clothe myself. I can be flashy, or I can tone down and still be me. My shield is I have people around me who care for me as I am. My shield might be, okay, I have voice and expression and a way of doing that I can put out in the world. And I am going to continue to do that because that shields this part of me that is really, really vulnerable, because it puts up various layers that people need to reach before they get to here. So the song is an empowerment song. And the way that it is intended to be sung is pretty much where you're just drawing that power up like a sword from within, like this big line of light right up from your roots, right out through the top of your skull, so that you are powerful by the time that you finish singing the song. It is a self-empowerment song. You are empowering yourself by singing it in order to be able to be, to do, to act. So like I said, it came really, really quickly. The hardest part was getting the tune right. And I don't think there's really anything more to say about this particular one than what I've said. The various words that make up this song about having wings and soaring, about having voice and roaring, are basically providing somebody who does not feel powerful, with equipping them with the tools, with the equipment, with what is needed to be powerful. Because power is really here. We all have a certain amount of power, but we don't always feel confident enough to pull it out of ourselves and externalize it. And so essentially the song is providing tools, permissions, if you like, to be able to externalize. I will stand up. I will speak out. Because quite often we get told to be quiet, to shut up, to that we're too in people's faces. I've been told that many a time. That our truth is not really our truth. That somehow our truth is nonsense, when we know it's our truth. My truth is clear. I don't have fear or doubt about my truth. And I am tired of your fear and your doubt being dumped on me and me internalizing that. Which is why the next verse is like, here's my sword and here's my shield, and I am strong and I will not yield. Because I have these particular things. I am clear in my convictions. I know who I am. If you're not comfortable with who I am, that's your issue. In the words of Mike Nesmith, that's your hang up, man. It's not mine. I'm clothed in my finery. My light shines out. This is me. It's me being visible on Trans Day of Visibility. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.